Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming. Kat, now it's on to you. So today we're going to talk about several things. One including skills from mindfulness, which is a core skill of DBT, which stands for the Dialectical Behavior Therapy. More on that way later on. Which mindfulness focuses on the present, the non-judgment, and focuses on the person's emotional and their thinking minds. And so one of the skills is a moment to pause, which you just stop, you notice what's happening, you take a break, and then and while you're taking a break, you think of what you're going to say, and then, well, pretty much taking a break is before you react to whatever the situation is, so that way you have a clear mind, instead of just rushing in with emotions. So you know what's going on, what the situation is, etc., etc. Another one is willingness, which is being amenable to try something that works and is effective. A lot of people. Yes, I understand that a lot of people don't like new things, as you said, and yes, you do have to try at least some of these things to try to help with your situation. More on that later on. But yeah, it's you have to will yourself to try new things that are effective. And another skill is wise mind, which is a balance for the thinking mind, which is like logic and reasoning, and the emotional mind, which is being ruled by your emotions to, whatever it is. And then it responds to, it responds to triggers without reacting to them. It's also greater control over your behaviors. It also slows down rash decision making. Also, as you've known, you say that you feel depressed, and I think writing down a journal with how you say what you eat every day. Like, let's say you drink 3 cups of coffee. Well, write that down. You think drink cups of coffee that day, and then in the week you try to lower that down for the next week. Because if you're depressed, a lot of people like to binge eat or comfort eat, and that's not healthy. So just yes, I think you do have to try to write this journal. It's to help track down your behaviors throughout the week, what you eat, what you drink, what you do, just to help so that next week, following week, what you can lower. Moving on, there's this thing called the Crisis Network, which is basically a support system that provides emotional support, validation, comfort. Like you can have some networks, people or counselors, friends, families, mentors, also teachers, and also self-help groups and online resources. The reason is it's important because let's say you're in a stressful situation, or you're depressed, or you're anxious, or whatever. You can contact these people to help you not feel so depressed, or not feel as anxious, or whatever the case may be that's in that situation. Third one talks about behavioral chain analysis. It's basically, it helps clients like you to recognize thought and behavioral patterns that lead to distress and ineffective behavior. And the goal is for you to conduct your own analysis of yourself and develop yourself and develop your own inner works to improve the ability and for you to manage control of yourself. And so what it does is kind of like, you're like a detective, right? So say like you're depressed, right? well, what stuff before has led you to depression? You mentioned it was a PTSD. You mentioned that you struggled to land a job. You're frustrated that you can't land a job, which leads to the depression. And then you're, as you said, you're in the earlier sessions that your self-esteem goes lower because of that. And so I say we look at depressed. Maybe if you could find a job, I'm sure that would help you lower the distress factor. And we could look at other things that have lead to your depressed. Also, trying to live life away from the military because you're so used to it. With the whole job situation, I know you can contact the VA. They can help you with jobs with the skills that you learn in the military. Yes, I know it's probably overwhelming for you because you have mentioned that you don't feel like getting out of bed at times, and in order for you to contact the VA, you would have to get up and find the number for them and call them and maybe have them go to them. But this, it could all help you in the long run. Also, it's important that for you to do this, so that you don't need social workers like me to help you manage, dating function. You can, figure out, okay, I'm feeling this way. What is leading to this feeling? Now, back to what I said about DBT, the dialectical behavioral therapy. It emphasizes to empower clients to live the lives that they want to live, and it offers concrete skills to teach to achieve greater happiness, peace, and stability, which I think you would love to have happiness right now and stability, and I'm pretty sure you definitely want peace. So, like you guys, thank you, Kat, for coming in. I hope these help you in later runs, and thank you.